If you are thinking about raising a family here in Southwest Florida, this is one of the most important decisions you are going to make because not all neighborhoods here are created alike when it comes to family life. And today I'm breaking down three of the best family friendly neighborhoods in Southwest Florida when it comes to the things that actually matter, like schools, parks, walkability, and just overall lifestyle. And make sure you stick around to the end because one of these areas might be one of the last that you'd expect, but it's one of the fastest growing areas in Southwest Florida right now. Now, before we jump in, I want to quickly explain to you how I chose these neighborhoods because this is not just random. Every neighborhood I'm sharing with you today checks a couple of very important boxes. Things like being close to highly rated schools, having parks and outdoor spaces, and just that overall community feeling where kids can actually be kids. So these are places where you're not just buying a home, you're buying a lifestyle. So let's get into it. The first one and probably the most talked about currently is Babcock Ranch. This is located in Punta Gorda. It's really close to the Lee County, Charlotte County line. So portions of the community are in Lee County and then portions are in Charlotte County. This is honestly one of the most unique communities in all of Southwest Florida. What makes Babcock Ranch stand out for families is how intentionally it was designed. You've got miles of walking and biking trails, tons of parks and playgrounds, and everything is connected with sidewalks. So the kids can actually walk to their friends' houses, ride their bikes, just be outside more. There's also a K through 8 school plus a high school right inside the community. So that is a big standout for parents. Then you've got Founder Square, which is basically the heart of the community. They do live events, live music events there. They do food truck Fridays every Friday night where they bring in a bunch of food trucks and some live music. And then, there's always events for every holiday. It's really never ending. Plus there's a little market, there's a gym, there's Lee Health is out there. It's truthfully, you never have to leave the community. And it really gives that small town feel, even though it's growing rapidly. Price-wise, the homes in here range anywhere from $300,000 to $900,000 plus. And now there is something for everyone here. There's townhomes, condos, single-family homes. There's golf course, all of the above. There's truly something for every walk of life here. And so if you're looking for something newer and very community focused, Babcock Ranch is definitely one to have on your list. Okay, the next area, which is a completely different vibe, but definitely one to have on your list, somewhere I dreamed of living my entire life growing up here and driving the McGregor Boulevard 2 or 3 times a week for soccer practice in South Fort Myers. And then having my grandparents and family that lived off of McGregor, I'm like, one day I'm going to live there. And we did. Our last house was over off McGregor and it was a dream. The area is a lot more established. It's got the iconic, palm tree lined street of McGregor. And it's just really gives you that true Florida feeling. What families love here is a combination of walkability and its proximity to everything that Southwest Florida has to offer. You're close to downtown Fort Myers and you've got farmers markets and music festivals and art festival. And then there's the Alliance for the Arts is right there off McGregor, which has its own set of music and arts festivals. There are also some really strong school options nearby. There's Fort Myers High School, which has an international baccalaureate program. There's St. Francis Catholic School for a private school. There is Canterbury, which is a K through 12 private school. St. Francis is K through 8. And then there's Bishop Verot High School, which is a Catholic high school only 9th through 12th. There's a ton of really great options. There's Allen Park Elementary, which is a public school, great option, an historic old school building or near downtown. That's really one of the best school districts in the county left for public schools, honestly. For every day, you've got places like the Centennial Park, which is downtown Fort Myers, right next to the 41 bridge. And then there's also Rottenberg Park, which is a little further south and then also has baseball fields and that stuff for spring and fall sport. The price ranges here vary a lot more, obviously, because you have such a different mix of, entry-level homes all the way up to riverfront mansions, honestly. So you're going to see anything from 200,000 to 10 million in this area. So it's just relevant on what you're looking for and the size and style of home you want. This is a perfect area if you're looking for a neighborhood feeling, but you don't necessarily want to be in a gated community or a community with an HOA. Now, while there are a lot of those options still in this area, there's a ton of options outside of it but you still have that real community like neighborhood feeling where the kids are outside playing together and that stuff. The third area, and this is where I grew up, Southwest Cape Coral. Now, obviously, it's a lot different than when I was living out there. One of 2 houses when my parents built the house, but as I got through elementary school, there was like 4 or 5 houses, and boy, we had the time of our lives out there, the neighborhood kids. Still a really popular choice with families. It still has a great schools in that district, and then obviously there's the outdoor life that everyone's coming to Southwest Florida for. You have Gulf access homes there, and then some great shopping and dining in the lower portion of Southwest near the water. A lot of the neighborhoods in Southwest Cape will have sidewalks, which is not the norm in Cape Coral, and that's really important to know. It surprises a lot of people when they're coming here that there's no sidewalks and streetlights. Now, this is something that the city government is trying to do better at because there's been so many accidents because of this. But it's really important to note that Southwest and Southeast Cape, because they are more established, do tend to have more sidewalks throughout neighborhoods. But Southwest Cape in particular, down towards Cape Coral Parkway, you're gonna get more of that streetlights and sidewalks. Price wise here, this is gonna be on the higher end of pricing as far as Cape Coral goes. It's anywhere from 400,000 to millions plus. Like I said, this is Gulf access homes here, and it's all direct Gulf access now that they've taken the lock out of Southwest Cape. But there is still a chance to get in there with an affordable home, depending on whether or not you want to be on the water. So if you're looking for a balance of lifestyle, space, and value, this is a great option. At the end of the day, the best neighborhood really depends on you and your lifestyle and your family's lifestyle. Some families thrive in that master planned community like a Babcock Ranch where everything is there and you don't have to leave and you can golf cart to the Publix and the restaurant. Others want something more established like the McGregor Corridor and the older, more charming neighborhoods. And then there's the ones that want some space and flexibility that Cape Coral may offer. At the end of the day, if you're thinking about making a move to Southwest Florida, I would love for you to reach out to me and let's talk about your lifestyle and what you're looking for. And I can definitely help you nail down where the best place for you to land and start looking might be. I help families like you each and every day. And again, like I said, I was born and raised here with my siblings, and now we have 4 kids, and we're in the thick of it just like y'all. So I would love to be of service. You can reach out to me on any of the contact information below. I do have a neighborhood guide that also outlines a lot of this information. I will link that below for you as well. And as always, if you found some value in this video, please like and subscribe so you don't miss any of my future videos. I'll see you in the next one.